Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500, and welcome back to a new project. Welcome to Project Ozzy. Let's get into it, let's show you the bidding, show you the delivery, and then we'll do a walk around. Project Ozzy. Let's go. Right, I am going to be bidding on this car today for a subscriber. It is a 2014, as you can see, 64 plate blue colour therapy. Just quickly scroll through the pictures and tell you about it. So there's the damage, pretty much. Needs a repair to the bumper. It needs a new wing. There are various bits missing on the door. As you can see, there's no door handle, no mirror. The bit of trim that runs along there is missing. Obviously, as I say, new wing. Headlights, both DRLs are missing. For some reason, the whiskers and the badge are missing. Possibly grille, I think. Yeah, the grille's missing as well. So they may well be in the car, some of this stuff. So it's going to need headlight tab at the very least, probably DRL, although maybe a repair would be okay. The back of it, it's got factory parking sensors. I think they're factory ones. Not sure actually, maybe they're not factory ones, but it's got parking sensors anyway. It is filthy dirty. Rear damage, there is some arch damage, a little bit. It's got the facelift seats in it. As you can see, the door card's also missing there. So someone's been in there, probably something to do with the door handle. It does have keys. And as you can see down there, it's got quite a thick looking book pack, which is good. It runs and drives, pretty clean inside, to be honest. Engine bay is very clean as well. It's only done, I think it's 32,000 miles. Yeah, 32,692. One of the MOT advisories was an issue with the flashing on the dim lights on the Speedo. Whether that was when it's indicating or not, I don't know, because you can't see anything dim there. So there's always a possibility it's been replaced since then. But so potentially that might need to be repaired or replaced. So yeah, there's a good picture of the damage. All the wheel trims are there, but they will probably need repainting. But Sean will do that himself. And that's the rear quarter damage, so it's not too bad. It's a little bit like the black one I've just done, so just needs pulling out a little bit there, painting, and then that little dent needs sorting out there, so not the end of the world. And of course you've got the little bits on the bumper which are nothing much, and they can be done at the same time. And if you see in the back there, you can see there's the door card, and if you look down in the corner there, you can see the door handle, and there's a DRL just there. And no doubt that it looks like plastic bags there, so there may be some screws and stuff, so chances are all those missing bits are quite possibly in the car. It's got the roof aerial, which should be white, which is obviously filthy black, and that's it. So at the moment it's at 525. It's been at £300 for days. It is auction item number 18 at Salvage today. And it is currently 18 minutes to 12, so it's probably just over half an hour, and this one will be up. Now, we are going to bid, our final high bid is going to be £1,600 on this, which will make it 1,900 and something out the door. It costs £110 to have it delivered to me, so we'll see. It's a pure sale. It is a Cat N, clearly. No VAT, it's got keys, does run and drive I believe, yeah it runs and drives. Additional info doesn't tell you very much. It does says parking sensors, yeah, I'm not sure whether they're originals or not, but doesn't matter. That's it, so we'll come back when the auction starts and see if we can win it. Right, we've got, it's on number 16 at the moment, which is a crappy old Mercedes-Benz C180. yeah, so it's 2 more to go till we get to this one. I'll be back as soon as it's on.
Sold on approval.
Right.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Mad bidding. Plenty of people bidding by the looks of it. Well, actually, no, it's probably only 2. 950. 1,000. I haven't even bid yet. 1,100. Oh, sorry, 1,100 now. New bidder, so that's 3 people bidding now.
New bidder.
That's me, 1,200. 1,300 and winning. 1,400 and winning. Still going to bid at the last second, aren't they? And it's going to go at bonus time.
Bonus time.
Would be a result to get it for 14. Come on.
Bonus
time. God, this bonus time kills me. Come on. Come on. That'd be it. Yes. Yes. There you go, Sean. 1,400 quid. Ooh. So this project has been bought for a subscriber to the channel. And it's cat in, as you can see. As you may be able to tell from the wheel trims, it's a colour therapy. It's a 2014 64 plate. And it's, as I always refer to them, a pre-facelift facelift. It's come from Sandwich, and as you saw, I got it for the winning price of £1,400. I got it, I've had to pay £54 in storage fees because I was unable to get it picked up until today, and I won it today's Tuesday, I won it last Tuesday. So I was unable to get it picked up by the normal driver, but he reduced the cost. And he's cheaper than anyone else anyway, so it's worked out about even. It might have cost a tenner more or something like that. But yeah, so we got it now. It's literally just arrived 5-10 minutes ago. And we need to do the walk around, don't we? So we got it for a good price, 1,400 quid. Let's start at this side. So no damage there, that wing is fine. No damage to the door. No damage to the roof. The white aerial is black, just needs a good clean. We've got a little bit of damage down here, it's nothing much. Look, it's actually not as bad as it looked in the pictures. That's pushed in a little bit there, and it's obviously cracked the paint. We just need to pull that out a little bit, and then unfortunately it's on the body line, but we've got a little bit of a dent there. So we'll have to address that, get that as best as we can. A few scratches on the usual sort of thing on the bumper. Luckily we've got all 4 hubcaps, which makes change because they're really expensive. We have factory parking sensors, which is unusual. So that was obviously added as an extra, what we got in the boot. Lots of stuff, we'll come back to that. This side we have no damage to this rear quarter. We've got the usual thing again on here. Oh look, it's intact. That makes a change. That's a good omen. On this side, there's no damage to the door whatsoever. No damage to the seals. They're dirty. I mean, it needs clean. But yeah, no door handle. There's a rod hanging out there. That's missing off the door. And that's missing off there. We also found a couple of bolts on there. As you'll see, the wing is caved in. And there's some damage to the front of the bumper, front side of the bumper. There's no cracks in the bumper. A lot of that is just paint transference. So a lot of that will actually buff out. We'll have to rub that down, but we can paint all that. I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. Bear in mind it's a bit of a side swipe, which hasn't really gone very far, is it? So we're not expecting any damage to the front panel whatsoever. I haven't looked. This is literally, I haven't been in the car yet. It's been driven by Jamie down the drive. I've had a quick look in the window, that's it. So, grille, I'm hoping a lot of this stuff is in the car. We don't have the whiskers here, of course, because they are, this is a colour therapy and it doesn't have them. There's going to be headlight brackets, at least that side. That side's probably okay, although the shock might have gone across. Hopefully the light itself isn't damaged. DRLs, both DRLs are missing for some reason. I don't know why that one would be missing. Assuming it's actually missing. Yeah, no, it's not in there. What I think they've done with this is, I reckon, the fact that there's bolts, and Jamie said there's a load of bolts inside the car as well. What I reckon they've done is started to repair it, or started to prepare to repair it, and then have been told by the insurance company no. That's what I reckon. Could do with a new number plate, or that might just all be mud on there, but Sean can sort that out for himself if he wants to. We'll explain what's happening with this car as well. So let's have a look in the boot. I'm intrigued. Right, we got the wheel arch liner, which is in one piece, which is good. Good start. What else we got? What the hell that is? Lex Auto Lease. Don't know. Oh, we've got a mirror, which has clearly been taken off. We've got that. We've got that. We got that. We got that. We've got DRL. That DRL's got 2 broken lugs, but the chances are they're probably on the actual thing. Oh, with some sweets. What the hell is this? Is that one of these? What on earth is this? I've never seen one of these before. I don't know what it is. It's sort of all squishy. It's all in German. Oh, in case of damaged bag. I have no idea. It's soft. It's almost like one of those damp bag things. In fact, maybe that is what it is. In case of damaged bag causes serious eye irritation, keep out of reach children. If in eyes, rinse cautiously with water for several minutes. Remove contact lenses. Continue rinsing. I don't know, I'm not actually sure what it is. I've never seen one of those in a Fiat 500, but it feels quite wet actually. Hopefully that doesn't mean we've got a leak. It all looks dry in there. Got a spare wheel. So that's good. Got mirror. Some sweets, we'll have them. So yeah, we can repair that. Plastic weld that. So we've got everything that's missing. Oh, hang on a minute, door handle. I could see in the picture. I'm gonna have to get all this stuff out. Let me just take this out and see if it's gone behind, because in the picture on Copart, I could see a door handle. I'm pretty certain I could see a door handle, but there's not one here. Let me just take all this stuff out and see if it's gone behind. Bear with me one sec. All right, no, I've got everything out. It's not in there. I could have sworn that we could see the door handle. Let's hope it's in the car. Otherwise, if we haven't got a door handle, it means we haven't got a door lock, which is a bit of a problem. Hatch wiring doesn't look like it's been fiddled with, but you never can tell. Let's have a look inside. So we can't get in the other side due to the lack of door handle. Now, Jamie said there was a load of bolts in here. Oh, it's only off the door, isn't it? It's those. I don't know if he was referring to those. That seatbelt is plugged in there, probably to hold that. Oh, this is a nuisance if there's no door handle. Ah, here it is. Aha! Yes, and it's a good door handle. Nothing wrong with it. Phew, that's a relief. That is a relief. Do we have the under-seat storage? Yes. Anything in it? Oh, what we got here? Tennis balls! Some free tennis balls. Oh. What else? Door card, obviously. Anything else under there? No, I don't know how much fuel is in this. Nail varnish. Mascara or something. Lip pencil, I don't know what it is. Take your life in your hands, putting your hands in there. Don't know what's there. Peri peri sauce. At least it's wrapped. Now, one bonus that we could see is a nice fat set of manuals. What else we got? stress ball. Hand gel. Right, let's see. Let's just jump in for a second. Oh, see what we got. So yeah, colour therapy. So we got the blue gear knob. Very dirty steering wheel. No steering controls. It's got aircon, which is always good. Free CD. Let's have a look. Turn the radio on. Eject. Eject. No. No CD. No. We're changing that. We're putting a funky stereo in, which is going to be ordered by, I think it's my, yeah, I think I'm going to order it. What is, look, that's that thing. I was looking at that on the pictures this morning and I couldn't work out what that was. That's the thing off the door. So it looks like everything that we can see on the outside that is missing is actually here. So that's a bonus. Right, let's look at these service books, see what we got. Let's hope there is a service book in here. There's quite a lot in here. Customer documentation. Oh, a service book. Oh, look at that. Warranty and services for Fiat drivers. Love it. Love it. I'm salivating at the thought. Right. It's here somewhere. Where is it? Let's hope some stamps in it. Oh, one stamp. Is that all? Elstree Road Garage in Bushy Heath, Hertfordshire, 6,426 miles, 2017. So it hasn't done many miles. Well, I'll show you the mileage shortly, but it hasn't done many miles. But that's the only. Okay, that's that. What else we got? Quite a lot of stuff in here. That's the radio code. Is that the radio code or the key code? Can't remember. I think that's the radio code, isn't it? Which is handy, because that means that when we sell, or I say when I will give this stereo to Sean, and he can sell it. Parking assist system, just general bits and pieces. And there's some more stuff. Fiat security, that's the key code card, isn't it? General stuff. Oh, more receipts by the looks of it. What we got here? Service station, it's only MOTs. Right, okay, we'll put that to one side for the time being. So at least we've got a service history, which is something. I am just going to scramble over to the other side of the car, turn that stereo off, and then we'll show you the mileage and so on. Bear with. Okay, here is boot open. Oh yeah, so it is warning, low fuel. It's got some fuel, it's got a quarter of a tank, or thereabouts. I'm just trying to get rid of this, so I've got the door open. I've got the boot open and the passenger door open, so bear with. I have to get this door handle back on ASAP. And the door card, there's no need for it to be, I don't even know why it's not on. I guess, I thought the door handle was going to be broken. That's why the door handle's been taken off. I don't really understand why. Oh, hello, what we got up here? Every receipts. Millions of the things. There's the mileage, 32,692. Lovely, lovely low mileage. And if we start the engine, starts up on the button, no warning lights, stop start is turned off. Being a pre-facelift, this has got ASR, which is traction control, if you didn't know. Engine sounds sweet. I guess it's going to need a service because we don't know when it was done, although of course it can be tracked down, hopefully, from the MOT history, because we've only got one stamp. But yeah, it all runs nicely. 32,000 miles, lovely and low. Right, one of the things that has come up now, okay, so this came up in the MOT some time ago, and then it disappeared for a couple of years, and now it's come back again for the last 2 or 3 MOTs. The old error when you indicate. Let's see if it does it. Yeah, it does. I don't know if you can see it. You've got the ABS light there and the engine light just there. So that's that usual fault on these. Really frustrating. Shows more up at night, but it does show up quite a lot. It's always when you check running lights, yes, because we haven't got any. Always on a right indicator. I wish I knew how to fix these. I really do. Anyway, let's stop the engine for a minute. I think I can get out this side, can't I? Yeah, I just can't get back in again. Don't want to bash it on the wall. Right. Oh, that's catching on the wing, isn't it? We've got a wing. It came on Saturday. No, it didn't. It came yesterday. Bonnet is completely untouched. It's literally the wing and a bumper. That's all the damage is, really. And of course the bumper will repair. We've got the wing, which has come off of a 2012 car, so it should match perfectly. So it should. There's not that much to do, to be fair. What we're gonna do. Let's just look under the engine, and then I'll explain to you what it is we're actually going to do with this. Yeah. So as suspected, that needs. We need a kit for that. Yeah, look, they've taken the bumper's obviously been taken off. There's only 2 screws in it. They've actually got the wrong screws in it. They've got the DRL screws in it. So I don't know if there's some other screws knocking around in the car. Let's have a look under here. So it's on the original battery. Oh, it's got a tracker on it. We'll take that off, sharpish. I'm surprised this has been written off, you know. I really am quite surprised. It's only a cat in, obviously. But there's not an awful lot of damage, is there? Consider it's just that. Why on earth have the insurance company written it off? That's just mad. That makes sense. All looks relatively clean under here. Relatively. Needs a clean, but that one's alright. Yeah. It's not too bad. Right, okay. That's I think that's pretty much everything, really. We will give it a wash, and we'll have another quick walk around it once we've given it a wash. I'm going to do that soon. Let me just explain to you what's happening with this car. Okay, sitting on the front panel. Not the most comfortable places to sit, but there you go. So, what is happening with this? So, Sean, who lives in the Isle of Wight, which is for those of you who aren't in the UK, the Isle of Wight is a tropical island off the south coast of England. It has its own microclimate and it's got palm trees. The Isle of Wight is a little island off the south coast of England. I can't remember the size of it, but it's quite small. Sean lives there with his wife and his 2 daughters. Himself and his daughter have got our baths. His daughter did have a Fiat 500. Now she's got an R-Bath. And his other daughter, who is about to hit 17 years of age in a couple of months or so, wants a Fiat 500. And this is the one. So Sean asked me to have a look towards the back end of last year. He said, no rush, you know, sort of May, June time, something like that, next year. And he's seen this one. I know it is only March. And we've seen a couple of others, which we didn't go for. But he saw this one, and I think the mileage took his eye, and there is not much damage to it. So I think that's why it took his eye. So what we've done is I've bid on it. He wanted to bid a maximum, I think we said about a maximum of maybe 1650, 1700. So plus fees, it would have come out at like 2122, something like that. It was in Sandwich, so delivery was going to be £110. It turned out to be £90 due to having to wait. But I got it for 1400 plus fees. So I bought a new wing, which is £98. So what I'm going to do, this is what I've been talking to Sean at length. So I've paid for the car. I've bought all the bits that we know we need. I've got the wing, I've bought the paint, and so on and so forth. We didn't know what we were going to have. So now the car's come, we know that we've literally pretty much, apart from I think a headlight kit or headlight lug, we've got everything else. There's nothing else we need. I already bought the paint. So the plan is, when I get it, I'm going to do FaceTime with him later on today and go over the car, and then I think he's going to say yes. I don't think he's going to say no, because it's a cracker. It really is a cracker. And then he will give me the money we've spent so far, and then he is going to do some of the work himself. He's going to give me the money, and I'm going to order a stereo from AliExpress, which I'm then going to partially fit, and then he's going to put reversing camera in it, that type of thing. So yeah, so I'm gonna do the bodywork bits. I'm going to do the stereo for him. I'm going to obviously put the new wing on, all that sort of stuff. And then all the titivation, i.e. refurb those wheel trims, service it, do the brakes if they're needed. We don't know about that yet. All those other bits and pieces, clean it to within an inch of its life, polish it, ceramic it, you name it, he'll do all that. So my involvement in it isn't that much, to be honest. I shall sort the front out, I'll paint the bumper, I'll put the new wing on, I'll fix that back wheel arch, I'll do any other bits and pieces that need doing, get it clean, which I'm going to do in a minute, and then the idea is that stereo arrives. It takes a couple of weeks before that stereo arrives. When it comes, I shall partially put it in. The car will then need a proxy alignment. I will do the proxy alignment. His daughter's car, his daughter's our Bath. He's bought an upgraded factory with Apple CarPlay and so on. He hasn't put it in yet, but when he puts it in, it'll have the flashing mileage because it will need a proxy alignment and it may need coding to bring the Apple CarPlay to life. So I'm going to do that for him. So the idea is he has been down before. He came over a couple of years ago during the summer. We had a little barbecue, and he's going to come over on the ferry from the Isle of Wight, drive up here from, is it Southampton, Portsmouth? Can't remember where it comes in now. And then when he gets up here, I'll do the proxy alignment on his daughter's Bath, and then he'll also take this away with him. So that's the plan. So yeah, I think we need to, there's no rush, but obviously I need to get it clean because I need to do the FaceTime live with him, so he can have a good look and then obviously make a decision, which I think is going to be a resounding yes, without a doubt. Absolutely be a resounding yes. It's a cracker. It's got everything here. It's got manuals. It's got, yeah, it's good. All right, not massive service history, but it's got a service, and then I'm sure we can hopefully track down some more as well. And I'll say he'll service it himself. I won't be doing it. He'll be doing all that. So that's it, I think. So what I'm going to do now, I'm painting the bumper on Kim's green car at the moment. So it's in base coat. I've got to do the clear coat on it. So I'm sort of flitting between the two at the moment. So I'm going to get that done, get this cleaned. I'll show you around it again quickly, and then I'm going to call Sean and we'll go through it. And so show him it because he's sitting at home dying to see it, I'm sure. Anyway, so that's it for the time being. I'll be back in a little bit once we get this clean. And then we'll end this walk around video there. Thank you, plane, for ruining my video. And then we can do some more videos later on that shows working on the car. And he's going to catalogue all the videos that I do. Is going to be downloaded slightly lower resolution, so it doesn't take up too much space, which will then go onto a memory stick, which he will have with the car, which will then be a record of what's happened with this car. So that's great. Brilliant. Fantastic. So yeah, I'll be back very shortly once we've got it clean, and we'll have another quick look over it and see if there's anything we've missed because of the dirt. Completed the FaceTime call with Sean. He's happy with the car. We've gone over it with a fine-tooth comb. Now it's clean. A couple of other bits we discovered during the FaceTime call, that on the bumper we have a crack just here. So that's obviously been pushed in there, and it's cracked it there. Now that will push back and wood plastic weld from the other side, without a doubt. It's also gone just there as well, and the middle one. That one's okay, but these two have gone. But again, you know, they can be painted. They can be plastic welded from the other side. little bit buffing needed there. So we won't put these on for the time being because we may have to paint that. Well, we'll have to paint that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this bit first. I'll paint that and then see how. I'm not going to paint the whole bumper, but we'll see what the colour is like. And if it's good, then we'll have a go at that. Rather, because I said to Sean that I have got bumpers in this colour. I've got a pop bumper in this colour, which this is in essence a pop. But I don't know off the top of my head, but we're probably looking, because I bought a brand new bumper and then had it painted, and we're probably looking at around £200, maybe a little bit more. So if we can fix that one, so much the better. But apart from that, apart from a headlight bracket and the bumper and the wing, I don't think there's anything else we need. I put that back on because when I was washing it, I didn't want water going inside the door. We need to get that door handle back on. So I'll do that this afternoon actually, just so stop any water getting in, and I'll put the mirror back on as well. Yeah, it's good, it's alright. It's a really nice car. Wheel trims are dirty. You know, the wheel trims need refurbishing, but Sean's going to do that himself. But it's apart from the obvious, there are no parking dings in it. There's that, of course, which we've got to do, but that's not too bad. The only thing that concerns me a little bit is that on the body line. I don't know, they're always difficult to do, but I'll do my best on that. I haven't tested those parking sensors. I want to spotted this as well. But what we'll do in that is we'll heat that up. We'll push it back because Sean's actually going to put one of those covers on it, so that won't matter too much. But yeah, there's no other dings or dents in it anywhere. It's all right. It's good. It's a good car. So this is going to go on a back burner for a little while, not for long, but for a little while, because one, Sean's not in any rush for it, and I've got to get this one done, and I've got to get my white one done. So once this one's done, I can concentrate on the bodywork on that white one, and I'll probably do this one at the same time. Not literally at the same time, but you know, while I'm doing this, I can work on this one. While I'm doing that, I can work on this one as well. But this one's got to go first. And as you know, the bumper is currently in the gazebo. Oh dear, I've just noticed my gazebo is blown over in the wind. I hope the clear coat has dried. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to better go and check it. Right, I'm just going to put this door handle on, just so I can actually get in and out of the car without having to do it the other way around. There's nothing wrong with the door handle. I think probably what was going to happen was they were going to take, I reckon they were going to take the wing off and then blow that side in, and they've done it to prepare. So I've put the mirror on and put that strip on, which I put on earlier actually. The door is getting caught on the wing. It's marked it a little bit, but that will be all right. That will be touched up. I'm just going to get the handle on, as I say, which is in the car, and then we can get the door card back on as well. So let's quickly just do that. Oh, right. This hasn't been taken off very well. In fact, it hasn't been taken off at all. There we go. Right, let's get this back on. I think we've got the various nuts and bolts in here, which is always a bonus. Is that the right one for that? Yeah. Right. Let's do it. I haven't done a driver's one for ages. Just like that. Simple as that. Make sure that's in properly, which it is. 10mm nut. And the little screw on the side, which pulls the handle into the edge of the door. If you do them up too tight, sometimes it stops the handle from returning. So you sometimes have to adjust it. So I do it just a little bit more than finger tight, really. At the moment it will, of course, because there's no rod on it. So let me just bring the camera around the other side. this one needs to go into the blue, which it isn't. And I can never get these on unless I release. Actually, with the red one in there doesn't help. Really need to get the blue one on first. Awkward things. Right, now the red one. Now if that bushing is worn, that red top one will keep coming out. Let's hope it doesn't. Oh, I was going to have to do something with that wing. That's fine. Let me just try locking it, make sure it locks, alright. Yep, unlock. Make sure, assume that this is the right key, which it is, yep. I might have to bend that wing out, just so it doesn't catch. Right, now that's done. I guess we can just get the door handle back on. I just need to stick this back on. And, not door handle, sorry, the door card. Let me just get some tape and get that stuck on. Right, let's get the door card on. I've bent a little bit back on that wing so it doesn't keep catching. Take that out. Feed that through. Sorry, you're probably looking at my back. Put that in. And then hang the, oh, not hang the door yet, have we? We've got to put this on first. Hang that on there. Line the holes up and push, or bang, as the case may be. There we go, that's it. And then in here we have all the other bits. Thanks to the garage, I assume it was a garage that took all this off. For me just to have to put all back on again. Well, it's nice I haven't got to do anything with it. Last one. Bit grubby, but Sean will be cleaning those. Put that on there. And we had somewhere the chrome bit. That's it. Door handle done. Yeah, just had a message from Sean, and he said to me, which I forgot to do, was can I have a look at the back box, back as in exhaust. So I'm going to clamber underneath on the wet floor and have a look. And while we're down there as well, we'll have a look at the rear beam, see what that's like. I'm thinking it's probably going to be all right. 32,000 miles, 2014. Can't see it's going to be a problem. I'll just get something to lay on, and then we'll have a look underneath, see what it's like. Right, I'm going to show you as much as I can. Exhaust is absolutely fine. It's a pop exhaust, obviously. Yeah, exhaust is fine. Looking at the rear beam, don't know how dark that is for you. Looks like it might have fairly new shocks on it actually. Don't think it's the original shocks, although of course because this has done very few miles, it's difficult to tell. But yeah, no, rear beam is good. No rust on that at all by the looks of it. Maybe a little bit of surface rust just there. Nothing much. Nothing much at all. Yeah, all looks good. Looks very. I think before I sign off on this walk around video, I thought what I would do is, which I haven't done yet, is check the water and the oil. So let's quickly just check those. Obviously when we're starting the car up, moving it around and that, we want to make sure that we have got everything in there that should be in there. I think we got some Dunlop tyres on this car, so I don't think anyone has scrimped when it comes to spending money on it. But let's check oil first. One thing we did forget to check was the cam belt, and the cam belt stickers are still in place. I'm not surprised due to the mileage. I know it's a 14 plate, so it's 9 years old, isn't it? Eight or 9 years old. So it sort of is due, really. But yeah, I'm not surprised it hasn't been done. There's oil in it. It needs some. And I think what I'll say to Sean is it shows on there. I mean, it's about, if you can see it, it's about a third of the way up. So apparently between empty and full is only a litre, I think. So when I say empty, minimum and maximum I should say, is only a litre. So it's going to take less than a litre. Let's have a look at coolant. Grab me torch again. I don't know why I took the lid off for. I didn't need to take the lid off. That's on minimum, so that's fine. So I won't worry about that too much. Yep, so that's okay. So I think this has been probably. Let's have a look at the oil filter. Yeah, it's not an ancient oil filter, so it has been serviced. Don't know how, it's a bit difficult to tell. It's very subjective as to how dirty it is, but it don't look too bad. But yeah, so that's good. So yeah, so as I was saying earlier, it's going to be a couple of weeks before you see this video, and it will be a little while before we start working on it, because Sean's in no rush for the car. Although of course now I've got it, he probably wants it sooner rather than later. But there's not an awful lot to do, so we'll get it done at some point within the next couple of weeks. And then depending on when that stereo arrives, I'm going to have to order that stereo for him. That normally takes a couple of weeks to arrive, and then we can get that put in as well. And in the meantime, we can do some of the other stuff. But we need to get the green car finished first. You've seen my disaster that I had with that, no doubt. But yeah, that's the walk around on this one. We're not calling it Project, what did I call it? Tropical Queen. We're going to call it Project Ozzy. It's because that's Sean's daughter's name. So yeah, this is Project Ozzy, not Tropical Queen, which was a bit of a stupid name anyway, to be fair. But yeah, that's it. So we'll see you on the next one when we continue to put this back together. Front bumper will be first, trying to get that fixed, and the wing, of course, we'll do that in one video at the very least. And then we're not going to clean the inside of it because Sean's going to do that. We're not going to do the wheel trims because Sean's going to do that. We're not going to do an awful lot, to be perfectly honest. Sean's going to do a lot of it, but I'm going to do the bodywork, get that done. Hopefully we can get the paint is going to match. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Project Ozzy. As always, if you're not a subscriber, please click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, hit the notification bell if you would like to know when we upload new footage. So until the next one, as always, thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.